Hello there. Welcome to Financial Betting for Beginners. Financial betting or binary options betting is essentially betting on the financial markets from all over the world. You can bet on assets or you can trade in assets such as oil, gold, stocks, indices from various financial markets, and indeed currencies. Now here at MegaBet, when you get here, you just click on the financial bet on the menu bar, and it'll bring you to this page. There are 5 different kinds of bets, bet interfaces. There's digital, touch, range, turbo, one touch, and 5 tick, and we'll be getting to these in a moment. Now, when you get here, you'll see different categories of bets, currencies, indices, stocks, commodities, futures, and you can create your own custom category. If you click on this, you'll see the different indices on offer or different subcategories on offer, and you can also create your own custom category from this. Now, generally speaking, in the language of financial betting, there are 3 main things you need to understand. First of all, there's something called an underlying asset. In binary options, you have an underlying asset. That's the asset in which you'll be trading. So, as I mentioned, the asset could be stocks, it could be commodities, futures, indices, anything. And they're all listed here. So this is the underlying asset. These are Amazon shares, Alibaba shares, Bank of America shares, you name it, anything you want from the world's top stock exchanges, you can get them here. So the underlying asset is the asset in which you'll be trading. The second thing you need to understand about binary options trading is the options contract or the contract. The contract essentially the duration of time, the time you have to invest or the expiry from when you invest. So for instance, it tells you that if you invest in this, it'll expire by 7:45 p.m. And you know that, and if you invest in it, you have, say, a 5-minute window from which the contract begins and the contract ends. So that's the contract itself, or the time frame in which the contract lasts. Now, there are contracts that can last years, in more advanced dealings. However, most of our contracts here will last minutes, hours, and so on. The rate is the actual price of the shares right now. So it tells you that this is what the Alibaba share is trading at now. This is the rate that we'll be giving it to you at, and it depends on what your prediction is, whether you think it will go up or it go down. So above this rate or below this rate. The payout is actually the important bit. The payout is the percentage return you'll get on your investment. So if you invested 10,000 naira on Alibaba shares and you thought it was going up, if indeed you were correct, then you would get 178% return on your investment. Now, there are 2 kinds of trades. So you have the call option and the put option. The call option essentially means that you're predicting that you're forecasting that the price of these Alibaba shares would go up, while a put option means that you're predicting that the price will fall below, the given rate. So either it goes up or it goes down. Here is the main window where you sort of see what's happening. So you have a graph that shows you how things are trending. You can view the graph in different time frames depending on what you intend to bet on. And also, you can hedge your bet. So this is the main payout, but you could decide, if I went for a call option, maybe I want to hedge my bet. Maybe I want to get paid out 163%, but if I am wrong, I would like to get 15% of my money back, that sort of thing. So just to hedge your bet so you don't lose everything. Generally, people just go for the straight payout rather than hedge their bets. Now, I'll just show you a quick example of how to trade this. So if you click on the call option here, saying that you think that the price will go up higher than the rates that we currently have here, then you can put your So 10,000 naira, for instance. And then you can decide what sort of trade you want to make. Do you want to make an auto trade, or do you want to just make this single trade? Do you want to make an auto trade of twice? Do you want to make an auto or trade 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, and so on? And then it obviously shows you your return here, and the money that you put in depending on the trade. It'll tell you here, depending if you put an auto trade and you put a certain amount of money, it will tell you what you have left here. So this is the straightforward digital one here in the binary trade section. Now there's a touch trade. Let's click on this and see it will open. So you have different kinds of trades. The touch trade, essentially you're saying you think is going to touch a certain, the price, the rate is going to go up or down and touch a certain amount of money. So as you can see, everything remains the same. Time to invest, everything, payout is fixed here, you know, to 240%. It's a lot higher than the digital one. Now you can see the rate. This is what it's trading at right now, 1.08507, you know. And then if you go here, you'll see there's a figure here. And if you're essentially saying it'll touch this figure, so touch up, it'll touch this figure. Or if you go for touchdown, it means it'll touch this figure. This figure is usually below the rates, the given rates, while the touch-up figure is usually higher than the given rates. And the reason why the payout is a lot higher is because you're making a very specific prediction that it'll go as high as this. So it's not just going to go higher than the rate than our rate. You think it'll go as high as this rate that's given here. And it's the same thing as well. If you click to invest, touch up, you can see our rates here. And you can see the amount of money, or you can see the rate where you want it to touch. You can see the amount of money that you want to invest. You can say 10,000, and then the interface remains the same. Everything remains the same. Now, when you begin trading, you'll see you can look at your open bets here. You can look at the closed bets. You can actually check. You filter the bets and decide, which range, dates, and things like that, types of bets or asset volume, asset value, or profits. So that's it. So if you click touchdown, it's the same thing. You're actually going to put your rate and place that bet. Range is a different one, which essentially says, rather than have a specific, so the first one, the digital one, you're just saying it'll go higher or it'll go lower. The second one, you say it's going to touch a particular amount of money. For this one, you say it's going to go within a range. If you click, you think it's going to be in range, it'll show you the rate. So it's from here to here. You think it's going to stay within this range, within the amount of time that the expiry at 2000 hours. And then you'd set your investment, how much you're willing to invest, and you'd click buy. Now, if you thought it would be out of range, and you click out, and it also clearly state the range that we're talking about, and you put your amount and you'd buy. Everything else remains the same. The graph types, some people prefer line, candle. I personally prefer the area graph. And the next one is Turbo. Turbo essentially enables you to place bets really, really, really quickly. I mean, some people don't have time to wait 10 minutes, 15 minutes. The other ones, digital and the rest, they're generally 15 minutes and so on. But for Turbo, as you can see, you can invest and say, look, you want this a 1 minute, 5 minutes, 2 minutes. So 1 minute, 2 minutes, or 5 minutes time frame. You want the contract to be over in 5 minutes, or you want the contract to be over in 2 minutes, or you want the contract to be over in 1 minute. The prediction is the same, or your forecast is the same, call or put. So you think it's going to be higher, or you think it's going to be lower. So if you go here, you're saying, I'm going to place this amount of money, 100,000 naira, because I think this price is going to go higher within the next 2 minutes. And it tells you what your payout is going to be. Your payout is 176% in this case. So Or if you thought it was going to go down, of course, the same thing again. You click the put option. So you say, or you could also change the contract time. You say put option saying that this would go down. It will fall below this rate in 5 minutes time, and you're putting 10,000, 100,000 naira on it. Okay. So that's the turbo. Then you also have one touch. One touch is similar to touch. Let's see if it opens quickly now. One touch is you have a target and you think it's going to go high and touch that target. So this is the target. This is the current price. But you know the bet is, do you think it would go as high as this target? And if you think so, and it just needs to get to that target once. Once it touches it once, and even if it comes down, you've won. Or do you think it will not go as high as that? So either touch or no touch. Again, everything else is the same. The payout is clearly stated here is 160% if you invest. So if I said, yes, I think it will touch, it tells me what the payout will be. And I say, okay, I'm going to invest 10,000 naira in this. And it tells me what what I stand to gain from my investment, 16,000 naira. And that's it. If I'm ready to place this bet or make this trade, I click buy. And the same the other way. No touch. I think it's not going to touch. I put my money and I buy the trade. The last one is 5-tick. 5-tick is usually available. It's not always available. It's not available at all times of the day. It's usually available during European trading hours, essentially. See, there are no options at the selected game. So for now, it's not available, but it's a 5-tick. It just means that in the next 5 ticks, what's going to happen? Is it going to go higher than this rate or lower than this rate within the next 5 ticks? No more, no less. Just up, down, and that's it. And it's really, really quick for those who don't want to wait. They just want to make money and just keep going. For people who are trading and turning over their money and just trading really, really fast. And the good thing about binary options trading, unlike sports betting where you have to place the bet and maybe wait, and you can create trades and just keep going. You can just keep going. You can sit down in an hour and you've made, you've done 100 trades within an hour, and you've made some money. You can make a lot of money within that hour. If you know what you're doing, of course. We also intend to put an advanced option. Please be on the lookout for that. An advanced option can allow you create a trade that can last for months. If you're somebody that has money to invest long term and you think, look, I think that oil price will go up by April 2017, or in 6 months' time. Let me not use definite dates. You think that oil price is going to go up in 6 months' time, and if you're that sort of person, then you could do that, and we'll take that bet from you. So be on the lookout for the advanced option. Another thing about the binary options financial betting is you have to be signed in to even see it. So make sure you're signed in, or make sure you register, create your account, sign in, and start trading. That's it for financial bets for beginners. Thank you, and good luck.